Hey guys, welcome back. Big Mama Energy. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Tia. And today we are doing a quick tip video on manifesting your partner. Okay? So in this video, it's just going to be some tips that we think would work for some people while manifesting your partner, your significant other, the person that you want.
Some things that have worked as well.
Exactly.
So stay tuned.
Definitely. But in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can get all of our notifications when we drop our new videos. Okay? Yes. But yes, get into it as we drop these little gems. Okay?
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Take heed. Thank you.
Yes, so the first thing that I did when trying to manifest my partner was write it down. I'm a person, I have to write things down. So I definitely made a list of what I want in a man, what I was looking for, you know, things that just were non-negotiables to me. I was like, look, I have dated other people in the past and that's not what I'm looking for, you know, this is what I want. And I literally wrote a list of what I wanted my partner to be, and that was that. Definitely wrote it down, took it serious, and it wasn't like this long lengthy thing because you also want to be like realistic about it, but it was just some things that I was not willing to bend on, because in the past I had bent on that and it just didn't end up well, you know, it didn't turn out well. So I was like, listen, let me write down things that they're my non-negotiables.
Right.
And that was that.
Okay. That is a good tip to write it down, or to even have an idea, you know what I mean, of what you want. What does your perfect person or the person for you look like, right? So writing it down, it definitely make things real. You know, we could talk. Sometimes you need that visual of like, all right, this is what I want. So that is definitely a good tip for sure, sissy. My first tip is just make sure that you're ready for a partner. You get what I'm saying? Make sure that you're mentally ready, prepared, emotionally prepared to be in a relationship with another person. Because if you're not right, why would you be right with somebody else? You know, so you just want to make sure that you're good. So that is my first and foremost tip for manifesting the person that you want. You know, you just got to make sure that you really want to be in a relationship, number one, okay? Making sure that that is something that you really want. Or even if it's something that you really want, making sure that that's something that you're ready for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Ooh. So that is my first tip on manifesting your person.
Yes, make sure you're ready. Absolutely.
You got to make sure that you're ready.
Yes. So the next thing, my next tip is just focusing on you. Focus on yourself. It kind of goes hand in hand. What Sissy said, make sure you're ready. Like, what do you have to offer somebody? You know, are you in the right frame of mind, mentally? Are you healed from those past traumas?
Right, exactly. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for a relationship? So yeah, pretty much make sure that all of the chapters from previous relationships, previous jump offs are closed. Like if you've been in a relationship, you know, for years with somebody, make sure you're done with that person.
Exactly.
You cannot move forward with this baggage that you still have, or you're still attached to this other person. It's not going to work.
It's not.
And it's not fair to whoever you claim you want your new partner to be. It's not fair to them if you still are dipping and dabbing in your past. Like, that's not cool.
You definitely have to. And that's a big one, because a lot of people jump into these relationships or want to entertain others when they're not over the last person. So now you keep constantly, you know, comparing situations. So definitely worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself. Focus on you.
Make sure that you're good. You're healed from your past traumas. You're over your past woman or male. You know, make sure that it's all good.
Cut them ties.
Cut
the cords. Cut the ties.
Okay.
Like, so you can start new. Start fresh.
Okay.
You never know. God might have something in store for you, but you study worrying about whoever, boom, 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 from the past, that you're not even seeing who he has in your present.
Yep.
Or your future. Like, come on.
You can't open that new door until that old door is closed.
Exactly.
Okay. Don't start something new when you still got old stuff lingering around.
Period.
Like, no. That's not gonna work. Okay. All right. So to slide into my next tip is pretty much what is my next tip? I forgot that.
I'm cracking up. What was it?
Oh my god. So my next tip is to pretty much make sure that you are not settling. Okay, and what this means is, if you have, look at that list that you made, right? And you have certain things that you are like, that are, deal breakers for you, then you need to stick with it. Date the person that match the lifestyle that you want.
Period, yeah.
If that's what you're looking for, you have to date that person that match your lifestyle. Or the lifestyle that you want.
Right.
And I'm not saying that, it's not okay to date people that are a little different from you. But I feel like it can't be extremely different where it's like a clash, or it's just not like a conflict of interest. Okay. If that makes sense. You want to date somebody that matches the life that you want.
Right.
Okay?
On the same page, at least.
On the same page. I say this because I've been in situations where, we're just not on the same page. It just does not look right at all. Like, everything is an issue because we're just not on the same page. We're not on the same path in life. Like right now, it just doesn't make any sense, So a lot of people waste their time, hoping that one day you'll get on the same page as a person. Right. So I definitely feel like if this is something that you're really ready for, then you definitely need to make sure that you're dating for the lifestyle that you want. That's just how I personally feel.
I agree with that. And then just to get into my next one, it makes sense. These all flow together. Be open. Have an open mind and an open heart. Because if you are closed off, then how is anybody going to, break that chink of armor? How is it, how is your partner going to reach out to you or be in your life? You can't manifest it if you're not open to what spirit, God, if you're spiritual, but to what the world has for you. You can't be open to it if you're closed-minded. If you're not, you have to have an open heart and an open mind.
Absolutely.
To whatever. You don't know who this person is. You don't know what form they're coming in. So you got to be open to it. You have to be. You don't have to settle.
You don't have to settle.
But, like Sissy said, but be open. You have to. If you're so closed off or you're not going anywhere, how you going to meet somebody new?
Exactly.
You got to be open to it.
Yep.
I feel like.
Yep, and to slide into my next tip, which pretty much is the same thing, to be open, but you also have to be open to have those hard conversations with people. You know what I mean? If somebody does something that you don't like, you have to talk to them, communicate with them. Communication is key, okay? It is definitely key while dating, because if this is something that you want, you need to verbalize that. You need to let these people know, like, okay, this is what I want. Because I feel like when you don't, it's going to fall back into those same old dating habits that you once had, where you weren't dating people that you necessarily don't see a life with at all. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to build and grow with people, definitely communication is key. It will eliminate a lot of things. Like if y'all just have a conversation, I feel like people don't have conversations. Like when they're meeting, you're not being open and honest of what you want from a situation. So then it just leads into a lot of entanglements, shall I say. You know what I mean? So just be open and communicate to whoever you're dating. This is what I'm looking for, boom, boom, boom. And then y'all can go from there.
Period. So much would get, I guess I felt like we wouldn't, pretty much going into the next one, waste each other's time if you communicate. That was my next one. Don't waste your time or others. I feel like you just need to figure out what you're looking for and what they're looking for. And if it doesn't match, that's your answer. Keep it moving. Don't, if somebody's telling you, oh, I don't want to have kids, and you want kids,
right?
I'm sorry, they probably won't be changing their mind.
Right.
So,
and even if they do, it's not your job to sit around until they change their mind.
Yeah.
If they change their mind, because
Absolutely.
they may not.
Right. And it's not my job to convince you to want kids. That's your personal choice. Everybody has free will. So it's just like, make sure you're on the same page. That's a big thing. Do you want kids? You know, do you want a relationship?
Do you want a relationship?
Do you want to? Because if you don't want a relationship, if you don't see yourself in a relationship anytime soon, like, I'm not about to waste my time with you.
Right.
Like, I'm just not, because we're not on the same page. And that's not to say you want to jump into whatever. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
You can take your time.
I just need to know that this is going somewhere at some point. You know, why do I want to get my emotions all entangled in a situation
and invested
and it's not even going anywhere at all? You know what I mean? If I was just dating without a purpose, then okay, cool. But when you're dating with a purpose, I don't got time for your maybes. Maybe not. Like, I don't got time for that. You know what I mean?
Let's be clear. And with you know, we're all on a, you don't know how long you're going to be here. Exactly. We're on borrowed time. So it's best not to waste it. Like, honestly, if somebody tells you, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I want, I don't even know if I want a relationship, that's key signs. Get up out of there. Okay? Yep. Because that's a talk and a conversation me and my fiance had. I said, listen, what you looking for? It ain't got to be the day or tomorrow, but what are you open to? Exactly. He was like, you know, I want to, you know, be friends with somebody, but I also want a relationship. I want something that's going to grow into that. You know, that's all I needed to hear. I'm like, all right, bet. You're open to a relationship. Exactly. May not be with me. Who knows? We had to get to know each other. But at least you're open to entertaining. That you're open to it. Like,
we have that at least in common, that we're both open to a relationship. And like you said, it may not end up well between us, but we're open to it. So now I can entertain it.
Yes, because at least we had that common goal that we want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that is very important. Be clear on your intentions. Period. What do you want?
Intentions.
Be clear, okay?
So my last and final tip to everyone is just, if you are spiritual, whoever you believe in, just talking to God. Like, that was a big thing for me. I talked to God. I said, listen, because it was a whirlwind, the past relationship I had. I was feeling like real crazy before I made, like, when I made this list, I was like, this is what I want going forward. I'm like, God, like, please send me somebody who is this, that, and the third, who has my best interest at heart, who loves me unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was certain things on that list, and I talked to God about it. I prayed about it. I was like, look, this is what I need, you know, my other half to be. This is what I want it to look like. And I'm open to it. And, you know, and I was ready. I was ready to receive that from the universe. I was ready. Right. I was like, look, I'm not trying to play no games. I know what I don't want from these past experiences, and I know what I do want. I'm looking forward. And this is what the list is. Boom, boom, boom. It wasn't nothing long and crazy, but this is what it was. I had to speak to God. I had to bring him into it. Because, you know, I feel like everything happens through him. Yeah. Or her, whoever God is. So it was definitely, those intentions was set. And I was like, look. And I had met different people, and I'm like, that ain't it.
And that's another thing is that, you know, God will send you people to play a game just to see if you're really ready for what you're asking for.
What you're asking for sure.
God will really send you, the universe will really send you people to play in your face to see if you're going to play along.
Exactly.
Are you going to allow them to play in your face?
Or you said you didn't want that.
Exactly. Are you going to stick to what you want and ride it out and wait for that?
And that'll show if you're ready right then and there.
That right there.
Are you ready for your soulmate and your partner, or are you just ready for this attention from anybody?
Right.
Like, what do you really want?
All right.
Because there's certain people, you know, they just here to cat off. They just here to play a game. They don't want nothing from you besides certain things.
Yes.
So I feel like that's really important to stay focused. Okay, I'm not about to waste my time with you, sir. or ma'am, I already know. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That ain't it. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm serious about manifesting my partner and what I'm looking for. And that's just on period.
My last tip is to weigh out your options. You know, and I say this, it's coming from me because I tend to, you know, cling to people when I really like them. You know, and I'm not going to say cling like I'll be super clingy. No. It's just like once I like somebody, I'm trying to focus on building that situation, right? That connection with that person. But that person may not be for me. You know what I mean? So that's why I say weigh out your options. Date. Actually date people. Because we get so twisted and so twisted up and consumed in a person that's not even for you. Right. That you're not even supposed to be with. You know what I mean? And it's not saying, you know, you shouldn't get to know people. But, you know, if that person is not doing the same thing for you, is this person cutting everybody off that they're talking to just focus on you? If it's not a mutual thing, right, then it shouldn't be happening. That's just how I feel. Like, if it's not a mutual thing where, okay, we gonna focus on each other, then no, you should be dating others. Absolutely. And we're not focusing on each other, I'm seeing others. Period. And that's just how that story should go. And that's with everybody. We're not talking about just women and men, with everybody. If it's not, this is what we're doing, we're exclusively dating each other, then I am exclusively talking to everybody out here. Honestly. If it's not giving what it's supposed to give, no. Open them options. And I just feel like you need to date people and see different people and see like, okay, this is not what I want. Because, you know, some people may have some of the things on your list, and some of the things on your list you may come to find that that's not what you want, right? You know, so you have to date around and keep your options open. And when I say date, that does not mean that you have to sleep with everybody that you come in contact with. That's not what I'm saying. But you definitely can get to know different people and see how it is. You know, how do y'all mesh well together? Absolutely. So definitely keep those options open and date, you know, to see, okay, and may the best woman and may the best guy win. And that's it. Because one of them is going to hold your interest a little more. Exactly. You know, they really will. And they'll be on the same page as you. But you won't know if you just first person, you're like, all right, it's him. It's him. Or it's her. It might not be them. No. And what are they doing? Exactly. So I totally agree with that, 100%. Yeah. How you going to know what's out there if you're not keeping your options open? Exactly. So yes, that is our tips on manifesting your partner. Okay, be patient. You definitely be patient. Yes, to top it off, be patient. Be patient because maybe it's not your time. Right. You know, what's for you will not miss you. So exactly, and maybe it's some lessons that you're missing, and that's why you haven't found your partner. Absolutely. Yet. Don't force anything upon anyone. If they are for you, they'll let it be known. Exactly. It will be a mutual feeling. You don't have to force it. Absolutely. So yeah. All right. And that's it. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, our video and, you know, took a lot of the tips away. And we'll, you know, use this, you know, in your dating life. And, you know, next time when you want to write down a list of things that you want in a partner, you just keep these tips in mind, you know, while dating. Because I think these are some amazing tips that will really, you know, they'll help you out. Definitely. Help you out in the long run. And this is coming from somebody that's currently dating. So don't feel like I don't, you know, I'm judging or we're judging and we don't understand. Like, we've gone through, Sissy going through this. I've gone through this. She got her fiance, soon to be hubby. Right. You know, I've been dating. I've been in relationships and things like that. And right now I'm currently dating and weighing out my options. So yeah. So no judgment here. No judgment. Just little tips on things that might help you on your journey to finding and manifesting your partner. That's it. Okay. Yes. But until next time, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Bye-bye.